Hey guys, and welcome to my show, Bailey's Breakdown. Every week I'll use this show to talk to you about what movies are hitting theaters, which ones you shouldn't pay for, who you should care about in Hollywood, and what's trending on social. I'll tell you my take on this crazy world of entertainment. In today's episode, I will cover what movies people are loving in theaters, like Bad Boys sequel, Bad Boys for Life, the war movie that looks like it was shot in one consecutive take, 1917, and the star-studded action-packed movie, The Gentleman. I'll also tell you what to stream on your couch and what's trending on social. Let's get this party started. Bad Boys hit theaters about 2 weeks ago, so we've gotten the chance to see how well it's doing in box offices. Back in the day, and I mean like 1995, that's 1 year pre-Bailey Briggs even being on Earth. Bad Boys had a huge following, so it's no surprise that the fans all came out when they heard there was a threequel. Yes, threequel.
I'm done, Mike. I'm
Retiring. Uh-oh, here we go again.
You want your legacy to be muscle shirts and body counts?
Look at this mess, it's carnage!
I didn't do all this.
You didn't shoot anybody?
Well, come on, Cap. You know I shot some people.
Yeah.
So it looks like you don't have to be under 18 to be considered a boy. I mean, heck, you don't have to be 30. It just wouldn't have the same ring to it if it was Bad Men instead of Bad Boys. And Will Smith does not age, so he can pull off the bad boy look. But Martin Lawrence, on the other hand, let's just not go into that one. So overall, the future looks bright for the film, and it just passed the century marker this weekend.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
Yes, sir. Is he
Alive. And with your help, I'd like to keep it that way. But they're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them.
On its tail is 1917, which is still going strong after its 5th week in theaters. It's gotten a revamp of interest after being nominated for Academy Awards Best Picture. It also passed the century mark this past weekend.
There once was a young and foolish dragon who came to ask a wise and cunning lion about acquiring his territory. Now, the lion, he wasn't interested, so he told the little dragon. The dragon, he persisted. How could he? He started a war.
Unfortunately for Matthew McConaughey, both movies are doing much better than The Gentleman, which had its opening night this past Friday. While it's doing okay in the box office and has a high rating of 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, people are choosing to go to the previously mentioned movies instead. Sorry, Matthew. Next up, streaming services are so in right now. So I'm gonna tell y'all what to watch whenever you're curled up on your couch trying to hide away from the real world. Yep, that's right. I'm gonna tell you what to watch during your Sunday scaries. Netflix, you have ruined our lives this year by taking away one of our classics. RIP Friends. But you are trying to make it out to us, and you gave us an amazing docuseries called Cheer. If you have not seen this yet, you need to block off 6 hours of your life and binge this as soon as possible. I was never a cheerleader, and I wouldn't say I'm the biggest sports fan in the world, but I was captivated by this show. You fall in love with these regular characters from Corsicana, Texas, by the way, and they have humble beginnings, and then they end up being these strong, confident cheerleaders, and by the end of it, you'll be saying, "Hit that, Morgan! Jerry, you're America's sweetheart!" and work, Ladarius. And I know it sounds gross, I hear my voice, but you'll be saying it too. So make sure you watch that as soon as possible. Next up, we have The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which dropped last Friday. I was already a fan of the first 2 seasons, so it didn't take much to get me to watch the 3rd, but I'll tell you, if you haven't seen any of it, it's nothing like the old Sabrina we used to watch. This one is creepy and twisted and a tad bit satanic, I have to tell you. But underneath it all, it's just a girl/witch trying to fit in the world. Of course, she has a love triangle. We love a Twilight reference. And then she's left her aunts because her parents tragically died. Harry Potter, you know. But mostly it's a great show, and although it has some cheese to it, I still would recommend. Then we have Amazon Prime Video, who gave us the amazing, marvelous Mrs. Maisel. If you haven't seen it yet, they just dropped in December the 3rd season, and I binged it within a week. That may say more about me than the show, but who knows. If you love a strong female lead and somebody who's funny and witty, then you'll love this show. It received so many awards that I can't even count, including a SAG award where they went on stage and tried to give it to someone else. They're that good. So watch, watch, watch. Finally, we have a movie that just dropped in January called Troop Zero. This is a fun, lighthearted movie that you can watch with your kids and your whole family. This movie is about finding your place in the world and has award-winning actresses Viola Davis and Allison Janney in it. Not only are there well-known actors, but the cast is filled with young, new talent. Oh, and did I mention? I got an interview with that young, new talent. So make sure you check out the teaser here. Hi guys, I'm Bailey Briggs, and I'm your digital correspondent for The Real Dallas. And today I am lucky enough to sit down with the cast of Amazon's new movie, Troop Zero.
Good afternoon, birdies. Who's excited for Jamboree? There's something special this year, an opportunity to be a part of science. This is Dr. Prasad, all the way from NASA.
We are putting together a record of life to launch into space. We will be recording people at the Jamboree.
Raise your hands if you like to think about outer space.
They're girls.
Let's see if you guys know each other, and I'm just really excited. So it's rapid fire questions. It's stuff that happened in the movie, but I want to know who would do it in real life. So you just point to, it could be yourself or any of the three of you. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, number one. Who would wear the same pair of red boots every day? Last but not least is my favorite segment, where I get to talk to you about all things that are probably too important to me. Bailey's Buzz. So this segment is where I get to tell you about everything you should know, whether it's trending on social, happening on the red carpet, or in the tabloids, because that, my friends, is what keeps me up at night. To start us off, the kids from Netflix's Cheer, the Navarro Cheer Squad, made their way to LA for a week full of press. Not only did they get to go on Ellen, they got to see private concerts, went to Netflix's headquarters, stopped by E! News and talked to Aaron Lim, which is a dream for me, but their social medias are blowing up. If you haven't already, follow all of them on social and see how their lives are changing. It's crazy to see how people from Corsicana, Texas, end up in LA, are getting on all these amazing shows, and it's just really fun to watch. Also, they're all perfect, so it's easy to follow them. So for social media, if you haven't seen it, you don't have a social media account. It's called the Dolly Parton Meme Challenge, and it has completely taken over. Now, if that name doesn't really ring a bell to you, it's because it's the LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Tinder challenge, and that's how you probably know it. But I love this challenge, mostly for celebrities. I don't really care about your personal ones, but if you want to see a really good one, go to The Real Dallas on Instagram, because I created one just for Matthew McConaughey, and it is alright, alright, alright. Last but not least, we need to talk about Brad and Jen. They had the run-in at the SAG Awards that we were all waiting for, and it was just as magical as we thought. So I'm sure you saw all the pictures online of him grabbing her hand, and your heart stopped just like mine did, but I don't think we should get too excited just yet. Jen was married to him before, and then she saw how his other marriage didn't work out, so let's just not keep our fingers crossed on this one. But if there's any other news, I'll be sure to keep you updated. So that's it for episode 1 of Bailey's Breakdown. Okay, so make sure to follow me at BaileyBriggs18, and more importantly, you need to follow The Real Dallas. Your mom, your dad, your cousin, your dog's Instagram account that you made that only 30 people follow. Go to The Real Dallas and click that follow button. Oh, and make sure to like all of our socials, including Facebook and Twitter. I'll catch you next week.